We often believe that saying yes is the way to prove our worth, but what if the real power lies in knowing when to say no? Think about it. How many times have you said yes to things out of obligation? To please others, to avoid conflict, or simply because you didn't want to disappoint? We live in a world that constantly demands more of us, asking us to stretch ourselves thinner and thinner. But here's the truth. The more you say yes to others, the less you say yes to yourself. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you started saying no more often? Not in a rude or dismissive way, but in a way that protects your peace, your time, and your mental well-being? It may seem scary at first, but learning to say no is one of the most powerful tools for reclaiming your life and your energy. The reality is that when you say yes all the time, you're not just overcommitting to external demands. You're also sacrificing your own needs, desires, and boundaries. You're allowing your life to be dictated by other people's priorities instead of your own. And when that happens, you end up feeling drained, resentful, and disconnected from yourself. Saying no is not an act of rebellion. It's an act of self-preservation. It's about respecting yourself enough to set boundaries and protect what matters most to you. It's about choosing your peace over perfection, your sanity over pleasing everyone, and your future over short-term comfort. But let's be real, setting boundaries isn't always easy. We fear rejection, disappointing others, or being seen as difficult. We're taught to be accommodating, to avoid conflict, and to put others' needs before our own. Yet, the more we sacrifice ourselves, the more we lose touch with who we truly are and what we truly want. The good news? Learning to say no is a skill that can be developed. It starts with recognizing that you are worthy of respect and your time is valuable. It starts with the understanding that saying no doesn't mean you're letting anyone down. It means you're choosing to honor your own needs first. Think about the last time you said yes when you didn't want to. How did you feel afterward? Maybe you were tired, frustrated, or even resentful. Maybe you ended up putting your own projects on the back burner, or even damaging your relationships because you didn't have the time or energy to be fully present. When you give in to the pressure to always say yes, you're not just saying yes to a task, you're saying yes to the expectation that you must always be available, always be agreeable, always be perfect. It's a cycle that feels impossible to break. But what if you could break free from that cycle? What if, instead of constantly trying to meet the needs of others, you focused on meeting your own? The first step is acknowledging that it's okay to say no. In fact, it's more than okay, it's essential. You don't have to say yes to everything just because someone asks, and you certainly don't have to say yes to things that drain you, exhaust you, or leave you feeling empty. Learning to say no doesn't make you a bad person. In fact, it makes you a healthier, more fulfilled person. Saying no means that you are creating space for the things that truly matter. It means you are standing firm in your boundaries and refusing to allow others to dictate your time and energy. The beauty of saying no is that it gives you the opportunity to say yes to the things that truly nourish you. When you stop saying yes out of guilt or obligation, you begin to create space for the activities, relationships, and projects that are aligned with your values and your true self. You begin to make choices that empower you, not deplete you. But let's be honest, saying no can feel difficult, especially if you've spent your life saying yes to everything. It can be uncomfortable. It can feel like you're letting people down or disappointing them. It can make you feel guilty or selfish. And that's okay. It's part of the process. The more you practice saying no, the easier it becomes. It's a muscle that gets stronger the more you use it. But it's not just about saying no to other people. It's about saying no to the patterns, behaviors, and beliefs that no longer serve you. It's about saying no to the toxic relationships, the unfulfilling jobs, and the habits that keep you stuck in a cycle of dissatisfaction. And here's the thing. When you say no to the things that don't serve you, you're actually saying yes to yourself. You're saying yes to your mental health. Yes to your peace. Yes to your dreams, your goals, your happiness. At first, you may feel the weight of guilt or worry that others will be upset with you. But here's what you need to remember. If someone truly values you, they will understand that your no is not personal. It's not a rejection of them. It's a declaration of your own worth. It's a statement that you value your time, your energy, and your needs, and you will no longer sacrifice them to please anyone else. In fact, the more you say no, the more you begin to attract the right people and opportunities into your life. When you set clear boundaries, you begin to surround yourself with people who respect those boundaries. You stop attracting people who take advantage of your willingness to say yes at any cost, and you begin to attract people who honor your time and energy. As you start saying no, you'll notice something incredible happening. You'll start to feel more in control of your life. You'll stop feeling like a passive participant, always reacting to external demands, and start feeling like an active creator of your own reality. You'll begin to make decisions based on what feels good to you, not based on what others expect from you. Saying no also means you're creating space for personal growth. It allows you to say yes to the things that truly matter, such as pursuing your passions, nurturing your relationships, and investing in your well-being. When you say no to things that drain you, you say yes to the life you've always wanted. And let's not forget the importance of self-care. Setting boundaries and learning to say no is one of the most powerful ways to practice self-care. It's about taking responsibility for your own happiness and well-being. It's about recognizing that you are not here to serve everyone else at the expense of your own happiness. You may be wondering, how do I say no without feeling guilty? The key is to remember that saying no is not about rejecting others. It's about protecting your own peace. You don't need to explain yourself, over-apologize, or make excuses. A simple, "I'm not able to do that right now," or "that's not a priority for me at the moment," is enough. The more you practice saying no, the easier it will become. And as you begin to reclaim your time and energy, you'll notice a profound shift in your life. You'll feel more empowered, more confident, and more at peace with who you are. So, ask yourself, what would it feel like to start saying no to the things that drain you? What could you create? What could you accomplish? And who could you become if you protected your time, your energy, and your boundaries? The power of saying no is not just about rejecting others. It's about choosing you. And in that choice, you will find freedom, peace, and the ability to live life on your own terms. So go ahead, start saying no today. Say no to the things that don't serve you, and say yes to the life you were meant to live.